Ecosystems are key to the well-being of Pacific Islanders and are essential to climate change adaptation. One of the ways to ensure that this precious land is protected on the long term is through land right transactions, which is why RESCCUE has been exploring how to expand the use of land right transactions to achieve conservation and climate resilience objectives. Their work focused on three main tools: purchases, conservation easements, and leases. Let's start with purchases. The way this works is that a well-intentioned buyer, whether the government, a private entity, or an organization, can purchase land with the objective to protect its natural habitats and species. Next up, easements. Landowners can relinquish partial rights over property or accept restrictions on certain activities, but not ownership of the property itself. Tax relief, technical support for conservation management, or even direct payments using private or public funds can be used to incentivize the landowners. Finally, we have conservation leases. Landowners can relinquish the rights to use their land for a defined period of time. Leases usually include payments based on the economic value of the land using private or public funds. All the terms, including how much is paid, are up for negotiation. RESCCUE reviewed opportunities and constraints of these tools in the Pacific, with special emphasis on Fiji, French Polynesia, New Caledonia, and Vanuatu. In most Pacific countries, customary land usually accounts for a majority, up to 90% of the total land area, and is thus not amendable to purchase. On such land, long-term conservation leases are the most suitable, and several successful examples exist in the region, such as the Sovi Basin in Fiji. Conservation easements would overcome the main limitation of leases, namely their impermanence, but require a very specific legal and institutional context to be applied and enforced, as observed for the Yellow Forest Conservation Easement in the Federated States of Micronesia. Although land purchase seems to have more limited potential for development in the region, given the scarcity of purchasing opportunities and the significant financial resources necessary, it has been effectively applied in several Pacific Island countries, such as Palau and Fiji, and could still be a useful tool in some very specific cases. In all these cases, the successful use of such tools cannot take place without a strong stakeholder engagement process and support from the local communities.